Hi, and welcome to today's show. This exclusive programme is brought to you by ChelseaFan12.com. And tonight, Chelsea made it through to the round of the last 16 of the Europa League with a win over Malmo of Sweden. Outside Stamford Bridge on Europa League night with Ron Chopper Harris and Gary Chivers, and a win for Chelsea. At last, we can smile for a while. Ron, what did you reckon to tonight?
Well, I think the most important thing is to get a win under your belt. I think he's made one or two changes, and obviously, we've finished up winning quite convincingly. But I think it'd be interesting to see what side he puts out on Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm not a manager. Maybe we're a pundit, but I'd give one or two of the youngsters a game on Sunday. Give them a chance. Show us what you can do.
At half time at 0-0, you'd have to have been pretty optimistic to think we were going to win it by 3.
Yeah, I mean they did. They set their stall. I looked at them at the back, and I'm not being funny. They were a flat pack 4. By the way, I had to get that joke in.
Someone's giving you that joke.
Yeah, someone's giving me that joke. Yeah, but it's a good joke. A flat pack 4. But they were miles under us, really. I mean, we're a lot better side than them. But it was nice to see him playing N'Golo Kante. I thought more in a holding role, which is like everyone wants to see him play. He's the best player in the world in that position. But it weren't until the goals come in that we looked comfortable at any sort of stage. It was a funny old performance by us. But seeing the kids come on and play, Hudson-Odoi played well. Ethan Ampadu, when he come on, he looked quite good. So yeah, it was good for the club.
Hudson-Odoi, there's a lot of talk about him, isn't it? 18, playing on the wing, wants to go to Bayern, PSG, Paris Saint-Germain now want him as well. He looks a good player, and he looks like a player you really need to keep on your side, because you'd hate to send him to Europe and then find out in a couple of years' time he's coming destroying everybody.
Well, I think that to be truthful, the lad is bursting. He's got to get a chance here, whether it'll come or not. The only thing is that in my time you never had agents. Nobody knew what agents was, but he's most probably being pushed by his agent, because the more money or the biggest transfer goes, more the agent earns.
His agent's his brother.
Oh, is it? So I suppose you can't really tell, and maybe it might change if he was playing regular, but is there any guarantee that he's going to play regular football in Germany or Spain or anything like that?
You've got to wonder, Bayern Munich are not an average team by any stretch. If he don't play well, he won't be playing there at all. So why not play here where at least he's getting some game time, and he fits into the squad quite well, I thought.
Yeah, but I think it's a hell of a gamble going abroad that early. I think he's got to prove himself here. And if he comes on and if he plays well, he will be in the side, and get a regular spot. I think going over to Bayern Munich, I think is one hell of a gamble for someone that young.
On the weekend, are you going on Sunday? Have you been invited?
Yes, I've been invited by the chairman, which I normally get an invite with the directors, which is nice. As I say, I think the world of the club, and I think that I'm not saying they think the world of me, but it never happened in the previous owner.
You'll be watching on telly then?
It's funny enough, you can go and get a ticket, but you have to pick it up from the club first.
Oh, right.
So that defeats the object of actually going to the game. I will be watching it on the telly. Yeah.
What do you reckon? We got to, it's a big game. There's 2 big games now, isn't there? There's Man City on Sunday, Tottenham next Wednesday. If we don't look good in either of them, or something badly happens in either, it's going to be TikTok time again, isn't it? And Zola's going to be getting a phone call.
Well, as I say, football's a fun old game. Obviously everybody a favour of Manchester City, but as I say, I think if he made 1 or 2 changes and brought in 1 or 2 of the youngsters, like I'm sure Chivs would tell you, youngsters never cheat. They run after the ball even though it's going into touch, and it might give some of the other lads a bit of a kick up the backside. So then they've got the tough game against Spurs, who are riding high at the moment. So I think that the next 2 games are very, very important for the manager.
That's really what Hudson-Odoi did tonight, isn't it? He chased every ball and gave a bit of impetus, got the crowd going. You've got to give him a chance on the weekend, haven't you?
Well, it's his enthusiasm, you know. He's got a load of enthusiasm, breaking into the first team. But you know, you've got to realise that he's only 18 years of age, you know. So, and there's 2 massive games coming up. Would you start him on Sunday? I'm not too sure, and it all depends what sort of formation we played. Like tonight, we played Kanji in the holding role, which looked good, and he played well. Would he do that on Sunday? We don't know. Or will he bring Jorginho back? You know, we haven't got a clue what sort of side he's going to put out.
It keeps telling us that in training that Hazard and Higuain look good together. I haven't hardly seen them on the pitch together. They must be great in training for them, but he's never played them, has he?
Well, I think they've played a couple of times, and recently they do combine well, especially the movement with Higuain around the 18-yard box. He's very, very clever. You know, he'll go one way to go back the other way, and him and Hazard have got a good combination. And it's something to look forward to in the next couple of games.
Giroud scored in his last couple now, hasn't he? He scored against Malmo away and he scored tonight as well. It'd be tough to drop him, but I guess Higuain's got to be the man for Sunday.
Well, I would think that Higuain will be playing in preference to Giroud. So, you know, as I say, you know, if it was me, I'd give 1 or 2 of the youngsters a go.
You're going to look forward to it, enjoy it, and savour that Wembley atmosphere?
You know, I've been lucky enough to, you know, by the chairman here, every time Chelsea play in a cup final, I've been invited in the Royal Box and that, which I must say, I'm grateful. You know, I spent all my footballing career here, and it's nice to be asked to come along to these.
I look forward to seeing you on the pitch afterwards, holding that trophy up with Eden Hazard on the other hand.
Well, hope so. Funny things happen in football.
Yeah, you'll be there. Get him off the pitch. Tip for the weekend, what do you reckon? Can we beat Manchester City? There must be some way of doing it.
There's got to be a way of doing it, but we just got to find a way. We've got to find a positive way that the players believe in. You know, if you go out there, we've got to play the right system. I'm not too sure if he keeps with the 4. He likes playing with the 4 and Jorginho. If we go out there and play that like we've done in the last couple of games, we'll get beat, I think. You know, so he's got to go out with a positive attitude and sort out who's going to be playing in that holding role. It's very. We need to be playing N'Golo Kante in that holding role. That's what I personally think.
Let's see if he does it. Sunday afternoon it is Manchester City Chelsea, the Carabao Cup final. We're back here next Wednesday night for another huge game in the Premier League. Chelsea host Tottenham Hotspur, another big game. Thanks to the guys here, and we'll see you next week. Visit the ChelseaFan12.com website today to keep up with all the latest Chelsea news and statistics. It's also the place to find signed shirts, photos and works of art featuring past and present legends. Sign up for free now at ChelseaFan12.com. For the fans.
I thought he done ever so well today.
And when we check out, we just make it easy for teams to defend against us.
Is that why you sent them home, because you weren't out with them?
And I'm not being funny. Have you got a bush chucker trial coming up or anything like that?